Okay, today I thought I would share a bit of my process of making music production in Logic Pro. And the latest track I'm working on is a track called Sakura Sakura. It's a traditional Japanese tune in the public domain. And I thought I'd do an arrangement just for fun. I usually do my own tunes, my own compositions, but this is something I've been doing for fun. I used to live in Japan and I really like this tune. So I'll just play it first. And this is what I base my arrangement from or on. So that's the basic tune. I got this WAV file off the internet, then I transcribed it so that I can learn it on guitar. Yeah, it's a lovely traditional tune. It's based on the traditional Japanese scale, but because I come from a rock background and blues, I did my own arrangements, which I'll show you. Now I'm just going to go to another Logic window and it goes black for a while I bring up the next window. So bear with me one moment. Okay, so this is my rough copy, and I'm not a professional mixer or audio engineer by any means, but I've just done this as a hobby for so many years, like 15 years or something. It's just a passion of mine. So if my mix looks a little bit ad hoc, my apologies, but it's just the way I've been working, and I've been a bit lazy trying to do things in a more organized fashion. But anyway, so this is what I've got. I've got an intro here. So that's my intro, and I'll show you some synths I've been using. I like Vital. It's a free synth. I love free stuff. I mean, there's so many great resources on the internet these days, and Vital is a fantastic synth. There are so many great YouTube instruction videos out there to get all kinds of different sounds. So I like using that, and with an arpeggiator if I have used it. I think I've just used this other plugin, KHS Transgate. It's a great little plugin. Makes a trance kind of sound. If I just go back here and I'll solo this. So I've got a few of those soloed. So these are some great little plugins I've picked up over the years. I especially love Valhalla. I've been using Valhalla Supermassive a lot. I use the C-Beams preset. And I also love Spitfire, and I think I've used some of the Spitfire percussion. If we have a look here, the gong, yes, gong. I like putting gongs in electronic music. Originals. This is a Spitfire audio plugin, cinematic percussion. So because I'm doing I'm learning filmmaking at the moment as well, so I thought I'd get some cinematic sounds, but it's really fun to mix it in just with electronic music as well. Anyway, that's the intro, and here's what I've done for the first I've just repeated the melody, but this is the first arrangement of the melody. Ooh, I think I'm running out of processing power. Let's try that again. So I had a lot of fun with this. I added my own guitar lead harmonies, which sounds more rockish. And the arrangement, it's not the traditional Japanese modal arrangement by any means. I figured out my own chords. They're probably not the most, I don't know, standard or accurate or whatever, but I just had fun. And I just used A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor, C. Just straight chords, nothing jazzy or anything. And I like to put notes when I'm making different, when I'm working through a mix. Yeah, so that was the first section. And in the second section, I worked on a counter melody, also kind of blues rock scale. And I had a lot of fun with this. This is my first try. So I was improvising around with a counter melody there, and I did a few different takes, but I still wasn't satisfied. And what I often do in this situation is sometimes I will write the melody on keyboard and on a synth, and then I'll learn it on guitar. I think because you can get tied to your old habits in playing the same old riffs in guitar, and sometimes I need to play another instrument to break out of the same tired old licks, you know, when playing guitar. So I'm going to go black again and get the next version. Version 4. Okay, here we go. So this is after I worked with a synth to iron out a counter melody that I preferred, and I'll play that counter melody now. I also, oh yeah, okay, I'll just play that now. into the main melody. So the synth melody, it is the main melody again, but the main melody is played on these synths for some variation when it comes in. Yeah, so that's the synth sound I made, and then I designed the counter melody around it. And here are the synth instruments that I used first, and then I learnt it on guitar. So I don't know if that was kind of cheating, but I like to create guitar melodies using synths just to break out of the same old licks. This was take number 4. So every time I make big changes, I'll save and make a new version in GarageBand so I can refer to the old versions. And it was a very simple structure. The intro, main guitar melody, then the synth melody with the guitar counter melody, a little solo, and then back to the guitar melody. Now I was kind of proud of this counter melody, and so I wanted to add it again. So that's what I've did, and I'll just play the latest version for you. It'll go black again. One moment. Where is it? Okay. So this is the latest version, and I'll just let it load up a bit. Sorry. Messages. And what I did with the counter melody, I took away the bass to add a bit of variety. We'll see how that sounds. So I've just been working on that. I'm still not sure about the beats and the percussion. I think they need to fill it in a bit more after taking away the bass. But I like that after the kind of the big synth bass in the first melody. And then we have the solo. Whoops, sorry, my computer's overloading again. So I've added the gong in there and some cinematic drums as well, which I thought was kind of cool. Trying to work out how to launch back into the final melody. processor is carting it because I've got like 4 versions of GarageBand open on my laptop along with the streaming software. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. I still have a lot of things to work out. The beats and the percussion is my weakness, so it's something I'm still working on. And I'll probably I work on this part-time in my, on the side. So when I've got time, I'll try and finish this mix and master it, and hopefully I'll be able to come out with a master track and put it up on Spotify in a few weeks. So yeah, if anyone's been following, thanks for watching. If you have any ideas or impressions, please leave some comments. Yeah, so that's all for now. Thank you very much.